Hello friend, welcome to PCMB tutorial. This is your physics class and we will go through the chapter force and motion. In this video we will go through several topics such as introduction to motion, reference point, rest and motion, relative motion, divisions of motion and small introduction to linear motion and some problems. So let's dive into motion. So what does motion means? Motion means movement. You can see a point here and a box. The box is at position A. It moves to position B. Now the box is changing its position. That means the box has done some motion. We judge the motion of the box with reference to this point. Next, we will know more about reference point. So what is reference point? Reference point is the point from which the change in position of an object is observed. Here comes a practical example. You can see two men in the picture. One is red dressed and other is yellow. The red dressed man is in a moving rail and the yellow dressed man is in the ground. As the red dressed man is in the rail, it will seem to him that he and the rail is standing still and the outer world is moving. This happens because he is taking the train as the frame of reference. And for the yellow dressed man, it seems to him that the rail and the red dressed man is moving. This happens because the yellow dressed man is taking the ground as reference point. Coming to the next example, we can see pillows and curtains and bed. This is a picture of a train compartment. This seems to us that all the things which we can see are in rest. This is happening because we are taking the train as the frame of reference. Suppose think that the train is moving. Then an observer from outside the train will notice that the whole system including the pillows are moving. Next, we will come to some definitions. What is rest? If an object does not changes its position in respect of some reference point with time, then the object is in rest. Next we will come to motion. So what is motion? If an object changes its position in respect of some reference point with time, then we say that that object is in motion. Here comes a note. No motion or rest is absolute. It means that an object can't be in absolute rest or in absolute motion. All are relative. You must have noticed that your home is not changing its position. So as per you, your home is in rest. But this rest is also a part of some motion. An astronaut who is outside the earth, he will see that all our houses are moving as the earth is moving. Hope you are clear till now. Next, we are moving to relative motion. So what is relative motion? The motion of an object with respect to another object is known as relative motion. This is a very common fact in our daily life. When we are traveling in a train or bus and sitting beside a window, we must have realized that the outer world is moving backward and we seem to sit still. Here comes the concept of relative motion. Here the relative motion of the tree and the house is to the opposite direction of the passenger's motion. In the next slide, we will come to see a formula of relative velocity. So here comes the formula. So relative velocity of an object to the observer is equals to the velocity of an object minus of the velocity of the observer. In the picture, we can see two trains are moving. One is express train and other is local train. Suppose think that the velocity of the express train is v and the velocity of the local train is u. We are considering the earth as the point of reference to detect the velocity of both trains. We can see two cases. In case 1, the both trains are moving in same direction. The observer in the local train will realize that the velocity of the express train is v minus u. V is the velocity of the express train minus of the velocity of the observer, which is u. That means the velocity of the local train. The observer in the express train will realize that the velocity of the local train is u minus v. If the velocity of the express train is more than the velocity of the local train, that means u minus the value of u minus v will be negative. That means the observer in the express train will notice that the local train is moving backward. In case 2, two trains are moving in two opposite directions. Using the formula, we can easily notice that the relative velocity for both the trains are same. Next, we are moving to classification of motions. Motion is mainly divided into three parts. One is linear motion, 2 is rotational motion, and 3 is periodic motion. In this chapter, we will mainly discuss about linear motion. We will discuss about other two parts of motion later. So what is linear motion? When all the particles of an object moves from one point to another in a straight line or a curved line, then we called it a linear motion. According to its path, it is divided into two parts. One is rectilinear motion. That means when a object moves in a only in a straight line, then it is called rectilinear motion, and other is curvilinear motion. Let's have some example of linear motion. So the motion of a train line is a linear motion. The motion of a bullet is also a linear motion. The motion due to the gravitational force is a linear motion. Here you can see a ball. The motion of this ball is also a linear motion. Upcoming next, we have some problem based on the topic which you have learned in this video. So go through the problems and mention the answer in the comment section. So please like, share our videos and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching the video. See you again in the next video. Thank you.